So SakshiEducation.com also presents you the national affairs, the current affairs of November 1st to 15th 2018. So it is the first half of November 2018. So remember, the New Zealand tops the World Bank's ease of doing business. So ease of doing business is a report published by World Bank every year. So this year, in the year 2018, it is published during the November 2018. Following which, New Zealand tops the list. And regarding India, so India has ranked 77th place. Okay, so earlier in the year 2017 it was 100, in 2016 it was 130. Okay, so day by day the India's rank so is getting upgraded. So this is very important for examination point of view. And ease of doing business index ranks by World Bank based on 10 indicators across the life cycle of a business, from starting a business to resolving insolvency. Next upgrade is first ever India US dialogue on intellectual property held in New Delhi by FICCI in partnership with US India Business Council. So Federation of Chamber of Commerce and Industries along with US India Business Council has held the first ever US India, that is India US dialogue on intellectual property. So this is very important, which will deepen the bilateral strategic cooperation on intellectual property policies between the two nations. Next, world's first sovereign blue bonds, okay, launched by Seychelles. So what is blue bonds actually? Okay, so what is this world's first sovereign blue bonds which is being launched by Seychelles mean? So what is this blue bonds? So blue bond is a financial instrument to support sustainable green and fisheries project. So these blue bonds are released for trading in stock markets across the world. So this is the first time that a blue bond is being issued by a country. So to encourage the fisheries as well as the green projects, okay, in the oceans as well as in seas. Okay, this is to encourage the greenery as well as environment. Okay, following. And coming to Seychelles, Seychelles has got its independence in the year 1979. Okay, and it is an island nation in Indian Ocean. So when we look at the map, okay, fine. So left of India, so like south to the Maldives, we can find this Seychelles, and Seychelles currency is also rupee with different denomination, of course. And the president of Seychelles is Danny Fuhr. So Danny Fuhr, and remember recently Assumption Island. So Assumption Island is being developed by China in Seychelles. So China, under string of fights, is developing the different countries, okay, fine, the ports of different countries, okay, fine. So maybe in Myanmar, in Bangladesh, maybe in Sri Lanka, in Pakistan, in different places. So meanwhile, so it also wants to develop Seychelles. So Assumption Island, remember for the examination point of view, okay, so where China is developing rapid infrastructure in this island. And very first time India also entered to this island. India's first naval base was being started in this Assumption Island. And accordingly, Lamatier, so Lamatier is the joint exercise, military exercise between India and Seychelles. So it is a military exercise. Lamatier is a military exercise between India and Seychelles, which is being conducted every year. And Justice Deepak Shesh Gupta sworn in as CJ of Andaman Nicobar High Court of Kolkata. So because Andaman Nicobar Islands High Court, okay, jurisdiction falls under the High Court of Kolkata. So therefore, so Justice Deepak Shesh Gupta sworn in as the CJ. Next, according to the list of 100 best films of foreign language of 21st century, few of Indian films are also being selected here. Evergreen film, that is Patar Panchali. So Patar Panchali, which is being directed by Satyajit Ray, okay, fine, stands in number 1. And recently some more movies has got its promotions in this best film, and 100 best films of foreign languages. They are Kala, next Gold, and then Village Rockstars. So Village Rockstar movie, recent movie, okay, which was sent for Oscars. So nominated for Oscars from India. Of course, even the Village Rockstars are being showcased, okay, and showcased in BRICS Film Festival also. So remember, Rockstars from Assam. Next, first global navigation satellite system of China. It is the first geostationary satellite of China which is being launched recently to cover on OBOR. So that is one belt, one road policy. So to cover this one belt, one road policy, which is also known as Silk Route of China, okay. So belt and road policy of China, okay. So first geostationary of China is being okay, launched by China. It is a 24 hours geostationary satellite global navigation system named as BeiDou. So BeiDou is the first geostationary satellite of China. So it is a global navigation satellite. Okay. Accordingly, so other global navigation satellites of the world are India Navic, European Union Galileo, Russia GLONASS, and USA GPS. So USA GPS, Russia GLONASS, European Union Galileo, India Navic, and China BeiDou. So these are the global navigation satellite systems as of now. So the only 5 global navigation satellite systems are being launched till today. So very important. So recently China has launched, okay, so BeiDou to cover the one belt, one road, okay. So belt and road policy or Silk Route policy, okay, following. Next, Dharma Guardian 2018. So the first ever India Japan joint military exercise between India and Japan was held in Mizoram. So in November 2018, the first week of November 2018, so this Dharma Guardian 2018 India Japan joint military exercise, this is the first time that India and Japan both has participated in this exercise, okay, which was held in Mizoram. So Mizoram is bordering to the Myanmar as well as the Mizoram. And other exercises which are generally asked in the examinations are MILEX. So MILEX 18, so MILEX 2018 it is. So MILEX 18 is conducted by BIMSTEC nations. So BIMSTEC, BIMSTEC nations, okay, following. So except Nepal is being participated. So other countries has participated in this MILEX 18, so which was conducted in Andaman Nicobar of Bay of Bengal. Next, Vostok. So Vostok is a joint military exercise between Russia and other 30 nations. Next, Rapid Trident. So Rapid Trident is a tri-series which is being conducted between Ukraine and NATO. Okay, so why this Ukraine and NATO has conducted a Rapid Trident? So it is to show their military power to Russia. So how Russia is suppressing the Ukraine and invading Ukraine to capture this Crimea, so which was happened in 2014. So due to which, okay, Russia was expelled from G8 and now only G7 is being remade. Okay, so what is the reason behind this? So you just have a note of it. Next, Malabar. So Malabar is a tri-series between India, US and Japan on Arabian Sea, the coast of Malabar. Next, Yudh Abhyas. So Yudh Abhyas is between India and USA. Surya Kiran is between India and Nepal. Maitri is between India and Thailand. Nomadic Elephant. So this is between India and Mongolia. Next, Isbamar. So Isbamar is between India, Brazil and South Africa. Next, Sahyog Top Tak. So between India and Vietnam. And finally, Lamatie is between India and Seychelles. So these are the joint military exercises, okay, which is being asked in the examination. Compulsory one question will be coming, okay, for APPSC, TSPSC or bank, SSC, railways and as well as insurance exams. So the people who are preparing for the insurance exams or the bank exams for Manipal, okay, so regularly they need to update okay, the current affairs part. So therefore, so study the banking governance along with current affairs, study the general studies part along with current affairs. Okay. Next, very important for examination point of view here again. So economy, so growth of 8 core infrastructure, okay, sectors was recorded at 4.3% in the September 2018. Okay. So for the September 2018, as per the index released by Ministry of Commerce and Industry, 4.3% growth rate is being registered, okay, for 8 core industries, and 8 core industries are the main or key industries, okay, in every country where they serve as backbone of all other industries. So therefore 8 core industries are very, very important for examination point of view, and they are coal, fertilizer, steel, cement, crude oil, that is natural gas, petrochemicals, electricity, as well as refinery products. So these are the 8 important, okay, core sectors which has registered 4.3% in September 2018 as per the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Next, Union Cabinet approves renaming of Jharsuguda Airport. So Jharsuguda Airport is in which state? Orissa, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal. So answer is Odisha. So therefore, so Jharsuguda Airport is being renamed as Veer Surendra Sai Airport. So Veer Surendra Sai is well-known freedom fighter from Odisha who was born in 1809, okay, fine, and died in 1884. So in 1809 he was born, and he was crowned as King of Sambalpur at the age of 18 years during 1827, and which was being opposed by British Raj, and finally so he has revolted against the British, okay, at the age of 18 years, okay, for nearly 37 years. For the next of 37 years he revolted against the British, and finally he was arrested, okay, following, and put on under bars. So remember Veer Surendra Sai, so who is also the freedom fighter from Odisha. So his name was being put for Jharsuguda Airport of Odisha. Next, UP Cabinet renamed Faizabad district as Ayodhya. So remember, in the month of October we have learned that Allahabad is being renamed as Prayagraj. Okay, now Faizabad district is renamed as Ayodhya district. So Ayodhya is a Ram Janmabhoomi, and the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister and Uttar Pradesh Cabinet has approved so Faizabad district as Ayodhya district. And Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath along with South Korea's First Lady Kim Jong-suk inaugurated Queen Hua Memorial at Queen Hua Park in Ayodhya. So remember, Ayodhya and South Korea have historical connections. It is believed that Ayodhya legendary princess Suriratna has travelled to Korea in 48 CE, okay, and married to Korean king Suro. So Suriratna from Ayodhya has married to Suri of Korea in 48 CE, travelling to Korea. So therefore, so Ayodhya and South Korea or Korea is having a connection historically. So to mark that, okay, to commemorate that, South Korea's First Lady Kim Jong-suk, okay, has visited India. She was an official 4-day visit to India. So if she has visited Delhi, then finally she has visited Ayodhya and met UP CM Yogi Adityanath, and also she has inaugurated a memorial, Queen Hua Memorial in Ayodhya. So meanwhile, India and South Korea has signed a cooperation in tourism. So friends, these are the important current affairs of national importance.